let me just kind of get into, and we're going to go into some of this. So if you're going to the event, just understand what I want you to get out of the, what I work through here is more just the concept of a 90-day world versus thinking about a year, 3 years, or 5 years. We tend to just go after these big goals and then we don't chunk it down. And the 90-day world forces you to make a commitment about what's actually going to happen from April 1st to June 30th. Like, you have nobody to blame except yourself if you don't set the right rocks and set the right goals in terms of your measurables. And we'll go through all of that today. And the question is this, what will move your business forward in the most meaningful way this next quarter? So I mentioned we're already almost halfway through the year. So if you set a goal for 100 transactions, let's call it, what? How many million could that be? 100 transactions, 25 million, 30 million, let's call it 30 million. 900K of GCI. By the end of pretty soon, closed and pending, you should be at that 450 number. We still have some busy months ahead of us, April, May, June, and then, depending on the market, seasonality and all that. But what will move your business forward this quarter? Is it hiring? Is it getting back to the basics on a cadence of prospecting in the morning and measuring results? Is it training new agents if you're bringing on new agents? Is it hiring an admin or hiring a virtual admin? What's the things that have to happen this quarter? We talked about the reps drivers as the guide. I'll go through bridge the gap, but it's committing to the projects and the 5 action steps that are going to bring your business forward. And we used to call these multiplier projects. I still like the name multiplier projects because it lets us know that these projects, once you get them in place, they have a multiplying effect in your business. So putting in a recruiting system that brings a steady stream of talent into the business is a multiplier project. Working on your database and referral marketing platform, right? That is something that once you get into place and you feed that database, that's gonna give you business consistently. It's $1 million pillar once you get it built out. So what are the multiplier projects, the big rocks that you have to implement this next quarter? And I love this. There aren't any shortcuts to building a leverage business. You must do the work. So really 3 to 7 is what we shoot for, but 5 is probably the number that you want to end up at. 3 to 5, if they're really, truly big rocks in your business. Like I said, we already talked about this, but you're looking at the toolbox and you're looking at the reps drivers, so if you were to go through, and I have members go through this, but go through each of these 6 areas, do it quickly right now. I want everyone to go through and score yourself on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being you have no clarity, you're just weak in that driver, and a 5 being you're super strong. And score yourself 1 to 5 on roadmap, sales, marketing, operations, finance, and people. All right, so here's one exercise that this is just a simple PDF that you print out, and it's just a thought process. And I use this thought process a lot when I was building systems in my business. And I like it on a piece of paper. I like printing out a bunch of these and just keeping them, at your desk. And it's looking at a specific area. And this is not even just in your business, but that's the application we're talking about. But what's the result that you're committed to creating in this certain area of your life or your business? 2, what results have you been producing in the past? So the first part is to cast the vision that should hopefully excite you. The second part is to sort of bring you into this lackluster world that you've created for yourself. And in sales, they call it, you want to really stretch that gap. So you want to say, man, look at what your life could be like. Like, look at how awesome life would be if you did this. And then look at where your life is right now. And then just bring those two worlds apart. And then step 3 is the middle part of this. What are the specific actions that you would need to take to bridge the gap?